Zer is here, and he has brought a godroll grenade launcher, some crazy high stat armor, and a really good roll of the DMT. Currently the most powerful exotic scout rifle in PvP, has the highest usage rate last weekend in trials. But before we get into all of that, let's start from the very beginning. We have the hard light he's bringing. Most of you probably already have this by now, but if you don't know, it recently got a buff. So solar gives increased reload speed and aerial effectiveness, arc increased handling range, void stability and aim assist. It's a pretty nice buff overall. I still haven't seen a lot of people using it in Crucible, but let me know your thoughts if you've been using the hard light. Then next up we have the Graviton Forfeit. This extends the duration of invisibility for your hunter. Can be used really well, and this is a decent roll. 59 is a little on the lower side, but a decent exotic for hunters, and void hunters are really strong right now. And then we have an insurmountable Skull Fort. Titans love this because if you get a melee kill, you'll get your melee back. It used to be really powerful for shoulder charge when it was a one-hit kill, but not so much anymore. And this roll is pretty average with the high mobility roll. And then Apotheosis fail, ability energy on supercast, and allies get class energy. I don't really see this one used very often, so you probably can pass on that. Going through all the weapons, we have Cryoceramello. 4 times the charm multi-kill clip is a pass. Gion 7 pulse rifle is a Zen Moment Outlaw, that's a pass. Extraordinary Rendition has surplus tap to trigger. That will give it a lot of stability, so it's probably a decent roll of this weapon. I don't really see this thing being used too often though, so high stability roll, not too bad I guess. And then this right here is a really good Deafening Whisper roll. Auto loading and lead from gold. Lead from gold is going to give you a ton of ammo when you use this weapon. Auto loading so that way you don't have to reload it after each and every shot. Definitely a really solid roll. That and the Ambitious Assassin roll are probably the two god rolls of this, so definitely consider grabbing that if you haven't already. And then we've got a first and last out with Hipfire Grip, Eye of the Storm. That's a pretty average roll. We've got the Tarantula with Field Prep Wellspring. I'd say that's a below average roll of that. In the third Axiom, we have Zen Moment and Thresh. We're going to hard pass on that one. And next up, we're going to go through the armor. We've got a pretty good pair of gauntlets, 60, and the stat distribution is what you want. So it's a decent gauntlet for your Titan. Chest is a hard pass for the Titan. Helmet is a pass for the Titan. And the boots are a hard pass for the Titan. Next up, we'll talk about the HAWKMOON. It does have opening shot, and it has pretty good handling as well. So it's a pretty good HAWKMOON to grab if you want to try that out. And the DMT does have moving target. I personally hit fire the DMT when I use it, but especially if you're on controller, ADSing at long ranges, this will feel really nice and will be a pretty solid roll of the Dead Man's Tail. So might want to consider grabbing that bad boy. And then we'll go ahead and pull up the armor for the Hunter and for the Warlock now. The Hunter armor, we have gauntlets that are 64 stats with really high mobility, really high discipline. Probably the best armor piece of this entire week. I would definitely recommend grabbing that if you need some Hunter armor. 64 that you can grab is actually pretty insane. The chest is not half bad either with high discipline and 61 stats on it. And then the helmet is 58, so we'll pass on that. And the boots are really high intellect at 61, so we'll pass on those as well. Moving on to the Warlock, we have a gauntlet with high mobility. We're going to pass on that. We have a chest with extremely high strength, 59 stats, so definitely pass on that. The helmet has really high recovery and discipline. It's a pretty solid helmet, 65 stats. Might want to grab that. And then the boots have really high mobility and strength, so we'll definitely pass on that. That's everything for the Zer PSA, though. Let me know your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.